Hello everyone, welcome back to the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel. Today is another big day for us. After having been using the Honor 90 for quite a while, just over a week, we're allowed to publish our video, which it was under embargo up till now. If you haven't already heard the news, the Honor 90 has just been announced for Western markets or European markets, and it's quite a lot of phone for the price. We'll get into the details a bit later in this video, but let's start off talking about the Honor 90 smartphone. The Honor 90 is considered part of the Honor N series of smartphones, essentially the Honor brand followed by a number. We've already reviewed quite a few of these here on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel. Check out our long-term reviews of the Honor 50, of the Honor 70, and so on. With the Honor 90, they've refined the formula yet again. They've iterated on their tried and tested product, which fits nicely into the mid-range or premium mid-range segment of the market. The Honor 90 improves on a lot of things. One of the highlights of the Honor 50 and the Honor 70 was the display, that lovely display which I really liked. And with the Honor 90, they've improved it even more. Brighter, it has higher resolution, and is a true joy to use. We'll be publishing our setup video, and you'll see how I'm actually quite impressed by how lovely the display is and that refresh rate feels, especially when I set up the app drawer on the device. Now, another key feature of this Honor 90 display is that lovely colourful OLED panel. That's not just a standard OLED panel. It's been certified by Amazon for Amazon Prime Video HDR, and it has also been certified for Netflix HDR. So really lovely screen. It's not just my first impressions. They seem to have the right certifications from probably the apps that you'll be using on that display the most. Now, the Honor 90 is a premium mid-range device, and compared to its peers, it delivers a lot more than them in some areas. The display is definitely one of those. Now, the display isn't everything in the smartphone. It's just the key feature that I really like in my first use of the device. The other areas, obviously, to remember are the overall industrial design. The display is curved and curves symmetrically to the way the back does. The back is unapologetically plastic. Don't argue with us in the comments, or do, because YouTube likes that for the algorithm, but the curved back is symmetrical to the curved front. The frame to the Honor 90 is plastic, and that gives it a nice lightness. It's a very light smartphone considering its 6.7-inch display, relatively small bezels, and all the battery and chipsets that it packs on the inside. Now, mentioning battery, the Honor 90 has a 5000 mAh battery. That's pretty much in line with other Honor devices in the category and other players in that price range. The 5000 mAh battery also charges rapidly. That means that it charges at 66 watts, using the provided charging cable and a compatible charger. Now, the review device we were provided with does not have a charger in the box, but using other Honor chargers that I have in drawers, it does charge at 66 watts, and not long after the setup of the phone, I plugged it in and it was happily fully charged within an hour. As I was setting up the Honor 90 and preparing to charge it, I tried out the Honor provided power cable with a series of 100-watt chargers and power delivery chargers that I have in my setup desk. And interestingly, very few of them rapid charged. Especially using the Honor cable with USB-A to USB Type-C, none of the 100-watt chargers I have managed to give it a fast charge. It was just standard charging. So Honor's proprietary charging setup seems to work best with Honor hardware, whether it's the charger or the cables. Bear that in mind, it's one thing that was surprising to me. The other key thing that runs the Honor 90 is that Snapdragon chipset. The Honor 90 is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 Accelerated Edition. So pretty much similar to the way Qualcomm have binned versions for premium partners, such as we've seen on Samsung devices, in the flagship category, the Honor 90's Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 is a particularly good crop of the Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 chipset. Now, what does the Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 mean? It's a very new processor. It's being built on the 4nm process, which means that it is particularly power efficient and delivers a lot of computing power over its 8 cores and integrated graphics processing unit. This means that it should be able to comfortably handle gaming, video processing, and other computing power intense applications. I have installed Mobile Legends, Call of Duty Mobile, and Genshin Impact. I haven't had time to play for long periods of time yet, but first impressions are very, very positive. That Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 also enables the camera setup on the Honor 90 to deliver certain features. In particular, the Honor 90 has a 200 megapixel camera which is capable of recording video at 4K. That's not something you see every day in this price category. And particularly pleasing was being able to see that the selfie camera also records video in 4K at 30 frames per second. A lot of competitors in the market segment don't do that. Anyway, the 200 megapixel camera in our first experiences with it takes pretty decent shots from what I've reviewed on the phone screen itself. It's something we'll go into in a lot more depth in our long-term review of the Honor 90, and we look forward to putting it up against other competitors, not only the Honor 70 from last year, but see how it does against the Honor Magic 5 Pro or the Google Pixel 7a, which is a direct competitor. Now, the Honor 90 is a direct competitor to the Google Pixel 7a. We'll do a side-by-side comparison and maybe even a side-by-side camera comparison. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see. When I say it's a direct competitor, on price it matches it exactly. The entry-level Honor 90 with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage starts at £449 in the UK. That's the pricing Honor have provided us before the announcement, but double check the links in the description and the Honor website to confirm that pricing, because who knows, things may change at the last minute. The review device we've been provided with is a slightly more powerful device in terms of memory and storage. This one has 12GB of RAM and 512GB of storage. That one will be £50 more expensive. I think that value for money, the Honor 90 offers quite a lot, just looking at the spec sheet and from my first impressions. We'll see how it performs in the market, and especially once it's discounted later in its product lifecycle, how well it will do. But first impressions are very, very positive. It is a clear improvement on last year's Honor 70, and we'll see more in detail the side-by-side comparison later on. The Honor 90 is running on the latest version of Magic UI, that's Magic UI 7.1. We've seen this version of Honor's Android distribution on the Honor Magic 5 Pro, and it fits nicely on the Honor 90 in terms of the overall performance and the fact that it is also, as other Honor smartphones for the last few years, with Google services and the Google Play Store. So there's no issues getting your apps, whether you want to get them from the Google Play Store or Honor's own offerings. So under that lovely display, there is a fingerprint scanner which works pretty well. It's pretty fast in my first few days using it. But because I've also set up Face Unlock through that 50 megapixel selfie camera, I've not had to use it that much yet. We'll give you our full impressions in our long-term review in a few weeks' time. One thing to also bear in mind is that the Honor 90, like many modern smartphones, does not have a headphone jack. You'll be using Bluetooth. Luckily, the Honor 90 has the latest version of Bluetooth 5, which means that it will be compatible with a wide range of headphones and earphones. And just like many modern smartphones, it does not have expandable storage using microSD. For some people that may be an issue, but in today's day and age, with readily accessible network connectivity, and the fact that the Honor 90 comes with a generous amount of inbuilt storage, I don't see that being much of a problem. Okay, so to quickly summarize, the Honor 90 has just been announced. We've had early access to it for just over a week at this point, and this has been our first impressions video. That 6.7-inch display is lovely. It really is one of those things that gives you a very positive first impression. The overall build quality is excellent, it's light, it's very ergonomically pleasing. The cameras on the back, on paper, are impressive, and in our first impressions are very, very good. And the charging, when using an Honor charger and an Honor cable, is really quite fast at 66 watts. This was our first impressions video of the Honor 90 and a run through of the specifications. We'll be following this up tomorrow with the actual unboxing, me going through taking the device out of its box and showing you the contents. And then on Saturday we'll be publishing our setup video where I go through my detailed setup, install apps, give you some first impressions of the display, and so forth. If you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. We cover consumer electronics, gadgets, accessories, and pretty much anything else we think makes the travel experience better. And if you made it this far into the video, thanks for watching this far. Goodbye from us.